In this video, I'm going to show that by using Google's latest model NanoBanana Pro and Veo 3.1, you can make amazing product ads automatically inside n8n. So this is the first AI system I'm talking about, which will generate product poster ads by using the Google's latest model, and right now which is the most strongest image generation model in the world, and that is NanoBanana Pro. So to use this AI system or to actually generate the poster ads, all I have to do is I have to click here, execute the workflow, and here this kind of form will come up, and that's very easy to give a product. So the first, as you can see, that what I have to do is I have to give the product image URL. So how I can do that? That's very simple. All I have to do is you have to come here, Cloudinary, and I had given the link of this website in the description, and that's free to use. So all I have to do is you have to upload your product image in here. So like this, if I just kind of like click here, upload, and then I have to just go with browse, and then I'll only select my product. In this case, I'm using this product just to show you for the testing purposes, and after that I'll just go with upload. And after uploading, as you can see that it will be here. All I have to do is I have to click this copy the URL button, and then I have to come to my AI system again, and here in the place of product image URL, I'll just paste the URL that I copied from there. And then in the place of image at description, I had given the prompt in here, so you can actually write anything in here. Basically you have to describe that how you want the image at, and that's it. And then in the place of image at ratio, all I have to do is you have to select here like what the ratio of your image at will be. So I just kind of like go with 1:1, and basically you can choose anything in here. And then in the place of resolution, you can choose like what the resolution will be of your product ad, and in this case I just go with 2K, and then I'll just kind of like go with generate. And after clicking the generate, now this AI system will generate the image like this in front of me. It will just take like 40 to 50 seconds every time to generate this kind of product advertisements. So it's very cool. As you can see that if I had a graphic designer for that, it will take some days. Even I have just spent so much money on that. And even if I want to do that by myself inside ChatGPT or like Google AI Studio or like with Gemini, you understand that it will not give these kind of outputs, and for that I have to just go with tons of hassles. So in single prompt, by just giving my product image, here you can see it's in here. Also I can change the ratios, also I can change the resolutions. So this is super cool. You can see how detailed it actually given the image in here, and also the product. Now I will show you the next n8n AI system, which is this one, and it is for the generation of UGC ads. And in here we're using two AI models, the NanoBanana Pro and the next one, which is the Google Veo 3.1, and this is we're using so that we can actually generate the video. And right now what I have to do is, again, we have to do the same thing. I'll just go with execute the workflow, and then this kind of form will come up in front of me, and again like the same way in the previous, I have to give the product image in here, and for that I'll just come here in the place of Cloudinary. I'll just upload my product. The product is the same, so I'll just kind of like copy this URL, again come here, and then in the place of form I'll just give the product image URL like this, and then in the place of ad description, here I have to give the ad description in this way so that it can generate the video. Here I can actually add dialogues if needed, like a person talking about something, anything it can be, because Google Veo 3.1, which is the most latest video generation model right now in this world. And here you can see there's the prompt really in here, or the ad description in here, and after that I have to give the video ratio, and here I can actually go with two options, the portrait or like the landscape. So here I'm just going with the portrait one, which is 9:16, which is ideal for reels or like something like this, and then I just go with generate. And right now this AI system again started to work, and soon it will give me the video in here. You can see that it's kind of like generated the video, and again it will just take maybe some minutes, like 1 to 2 minutes. So after that it will give you the generated video, and then you have to download that in your device, and then you can actually upload that anywhere. So let me download that and show you the generated video for that. Okay, I just kind of like go download, and this is the generated video. Let's see.
Greasy by noon. Zero oil.
This is really cool, right? So you can understand, like, we don't need any kind of like hiring actors or something like this. We don't need any kind of like video editors. We don't need any kind of like studio setup. Nothing. Just this n8n AI system is enough for that. All I have to do is you have to give your product image, then you have to give the prompt, and that's ready to go. Right now let me say that this is the worst thing possible in this world, because every day these kind of like AI models are updating. So in some days, maybe just just assume that in 7 days this AI model will just be more stronger. In 1 year it will be more stronger than we can think of. So we don't know like after 1 year what's gonna happen, but yeah, everything is in the hands of God. So let me show you that how you can make this AI system. But before that, let me save that I had uploaded these two AI system inside the Hello AI community. So if you join here, if you go in the place of classrooms, and then if you go in the place of n8n AI agents, and then if you go to the latest video, which is project number 55, and here you can actually get the two resources. The first one is the image ad generator, which is exactly this one, and the second one is actually the UGC video ad generator, which is actually this one. And to get that, all I have to do is you have to click that, and then you can download that in your device. And after downloading, you have to just come here, n8n, just create a new workflow like this. As you can see, it's empty, and then go with these three dots, and there just go with import from file, and then choose the workflow that you downloaded. That I'll just go with open, and I can see that this is the exact AI system. And here all I have to do is I have to do one thing. I have to give the API key of the Kai AI. So basically we're using here Kai AI so that we can actually get access the NanoBanana Pro, and I had given this exact website or tool link in the description so that you can actually get access easily. So that's the name of the website, which is called Kai API, or you can say the Kai AI. So you have to sign up in here, and after that click here, and then just go in the place of mark, and after that go in the place of API keys, and here all I have to do is create a API key. And here you can see I already just created API key. After creating the API key, copy the API key, and then came here, and in the place of setup, if you open that, you can see that in the place of Kai API key, in the place of value, all I have to do is paste your API key, something like this, and then it's ready to go. And make sure that you save that, and every time if you just go with execute workflow, this kind of like form will come up in front of you, and here you have to actually give the rest of the stuffs like how I showed you. That's very easy. And for the video generation, all I have to do is again come here, and then in the place of UGC video ad generator, if you click that, you can download that in your own device. So after downloading, all I have to do is you have to come here again in a new workflow, and then in the place of import from file, select the workflow, and then go with open, and I can see the video ad generation complete AI system is in front of you. And here you have to do the same thing in the place of setup. When you click that, you can see that here again you have to give the Kai AI API key, so that come here in the place of Kai API key, come in the place of API key, copy the API key of yours at the first if it needed, create a API key, and then come here, and in the place of setup node, in the place of Kai API key, all I have to do in the place of value, just paste the API key, something like this. And also let me say something about the Kai AI. The website we are using so that you can actually get access the View 3.1 and also the NanoBanana Pro is not free. So basically for every one image ad generation, it costing us like 12 cents, which is like $0.12, and for one video ad generation or like one UGC ad generation, it costing us like $0.5, which is only $0.50, right? So that much it will cost you, and for that obviously you need to add some balance, and for that come here in the place of billings, and then just go with any subscription you like to go. And after just giving the API key of the Kai AI in the place of setup node for the UGC ads AI system, just go here in the place of open router. So and also you have to just kind of like click that, and then just go with like these credentials, and just go with create new credential, and again in the place of API key you have to actually give the API key of the open router. And if you don't know why you're using the open router, basically open router is an AI model platform where you can actually get access to all of the AI models those are possible in this world. And if you're asking me like why I'm using an AI model, so that we can actually get access to the brain for the AI agent. And for that again come here in the place of open router, you have to sign up in here. So through this open router you can actually get access to Gemini, to OpenAI's AI models, to Cloud AI models, to Meta's AI models. All of the AI models those are in this world. Through these open router you can actually get access with that. So for that sign up in here, and then come here in the place of keys, and then here again just go with create API key. A new API key will be created. Just copy that API key, and then in the place of API key all I have to do is paste the API key, something like this, and then just go with save. And that's how we can actually add your open router account with this n8n AI system. And let me save that all the website I talked about, I showed you. I'm not affiliated with anyone, I'm not promoting them. These are good, so that's why I kind of like showed you. And then in the place of credits, again you have to just add some balance so that you can actually use this open router. That's how you can kind of like add open router with this n8n AI system. And after giving these two things for the UGC ad generation for this exact AI system, you're ready to go. And again, just go with save every time. And then if you click in the execute workflow, then this kind of form will again come up in front of you. Here you have to give the product image and then add description and then also the video ratio. Select that, just go generate. In just 1 to 2 minutes, it will generate the video that I showed you in the intro part. Okay, and if you're facing a problem for the ad description, because it's sometimes it will just a little bit problematic for you, because maybe you don't know that what will be the description or what will be the prompt, like maybe you didn't thought about that. And for that I actually made formulas for both ads, like for the image ad and also for the video ad. So if you came here in the hello community in this same place, okay, so here you can see in the place of image ad I actually added a formula. So all I have to do is just copy this thing and then go to ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever you prefer. So in this case I'm using ChatGPT. So what I'm doing here, as you can see that I only uploaded the product image, and after that I had given the prompt template for the image prompt, and then I say that following this prompt template, what will be the image prompt for my given product, and after that it will give you the prompt for the image prompt. And based on that you can see that this ad or this poster ad we generated. And for the video ad you have to do the same thing. You have to just upload your product and then you have to actually give the video ad prompt template, which you can find here. You can see that under the image ad prompt template, here's the video template. You have to actually copy this thing and you have to give the thing in here, and then you have to say the same thing, but instead of image you have to say the video prompt, and then it will give you the video prompt template. All I have to do is copy this thing and paste this thing in the place of ad description, and based on that it will generate the video for you, and if it's a image ad it will generate the image for you. Very easy, right? So if you are not a community member yet, make sure to join. I'd given the community link in the description, okay, and through that you can actually, as you can see, there are so many things in here. If you came in the place of classrooms, you can see there are so many things about automations, about AI agents. You can get access to all of the premium stuffs. And right now let me show you that how I build this AI system. If you want to build the both AI system from the scratch, then this part is only for you. So as you can see that the first we're actually going with the input function and or the input node. So through that we can kind of like getting these things, the product image URL and also the image ad description, the ratio, the resolution, okay. And then we kind of like set up the Kai AI. In this case, as you can see, we're only just giving the Kai AI API key and we got it that from inside the Kai AI, right? And then through an HTTP node we're getting access to the Kai AI so that we can actually use the NanoBanana Pro, because we need to generate an image. So you can see there's the method it looks like, there's all the stuffs, and in the place of JSON code, if I open that, that's how the code looks like. There's a prompt, there's the image input, and that's actually the URL of the image of our product. And then in the place of aspect ratio we're actually mapping this all the stuffs, the resolution from the input node. And then we have to just go with the generation check, like if everything okay it will give a success message. So if it gives success message, then it will go in the true branch, and if it doesn't give us the success message, it will go with the false branch. So as you can see, it actually given us a success message. It means that like everything is okay inside our Kai AI or to my Kai AI account. I have enough credits, everything is good. Then it will go with the success message. And at the first I have to just wait in here, and as you can see we're waiting here for 20 seconds, and then it will just go with the check thing or the check HTTP node, and which will just find out that is the image generation is done or not. So you can see that if the image generation is done, it will just give us a rel JSON, and you can see it's kind of like giving us that thing. And in here we kind of like going with the task ID, because when we actually give the request to Kai AI, it actually gives two things. The first thing is the success message, and the second thing is the task ID. So we actually need the task ID, and through that we can actually get access to that exact task. And if the image generation is done, it will go with the true branch, and if it's not done, then it will again wait for 20 seconds, and then it will go with the rest of the process. And then through an JavaScript code, we kind of like making our JSON a pure URL for the next of the process. So you can see that that's the image URL. So if I kind of like go to the exact image URL, I can actually see the image, okay. and then in the place of result we kind of like using a form ending node, and for that you kind of like see that the image just came up in front of you automatically. You don't have to just kind of like download that in your device. Okay, it just comes up. And right now let me kind of like show you the next AI system, which is this one. And here we kind of like doing the same thing, but it's a little bit long. So we kind of like using the NanoBanana process in here, as you can see 2 times. And the new thing is the Veo 3.1 and also the AI agent spots. So in here we actually doing the same part things, but the new thing starts from the AI agent. If I open that, and we are using this AI agent so that we actually can get the image prompts, because we basically need the images so that we can actually give the start frame and also the end frame. And if I kind of like open my Kai AI, then I just go with this Google Veo 3.1 API, and I can see it actually work in this way. I have to give a start frame and also I have to give a end frame. You can see that we kind of like doing the same thing through an information extractor. We actually generating this thing, and you can see there's the first image, there's the second image, this thing actually generating the first frame, and this thing actually generating the last frame. And after that we're getting access to the Veo 3.1. but before that, again, I used another AI agent so that we can re-edit our video prompt, because it's really needed. And if I kind of like open that, as you can see that that's the things really look like. Here I just given the inputs, which is the ad description that I just given through the form, and here I just kind of like saying this kind of stuffs. And after that it actually giving me the perfect video prompt. And after that again the same way through this statement node, I'm actually getting access to the Veo 3.1. and if I open the JSON code, that's how the code really looks like. And you can see that in the place of aspect ratio, I map the aspect ratio from the input, and in the place of prompt, I'm actually giving the prompt from the video prompt generator, like video prompt agent. And then in the place of image URLs, the first image is actually the first frame and the last image is actually the end frame. And that's why kind of like you can see that in the right side how it looks like. And we're actually going with the same process, but in the place of video gen time, instead of just going 20 seconds, I'm just going with like 30 seconds, because you understand that the video generations really take a long time, right? And in the last, you just kind of like go with the end from node, or like the ending node, and it will just kind of like going with this browser URL, and it will open the video URL as you saw that, and it will just ask for you to download that in your device, so you can actually download that and upload that anywhere, or like you can actually share that. So that's the 2AI system. I hope you understand everything. So if you have a question like why you are not using the ChatGPT directly to actually make the image poster, or like using the Google Veo 3.1 directly by using Flow to get access the video ad generation, something like this, let me kind of like save something that if you actually go with these processes, it will not give you that much high quality good result, which is, as you saw, that like very high quality, very realistic, right? Very less people can understand that like you used AI to generate these things, right? And it is really great thing for, especially if you are a digital marketing agency, or like you have like ad creative agency, something like this, or just you're doing these things by yourself. And again, if you are owner of e-commerce, you know, something, or you're just selling your products, you are just hiring people, you're just making stuffs by hiring people from, you know, Upwork or just Fiverr to actually making these things and uploading that to your social media platforms or like to your website. Right now you can actually do these things by yourself. You are the owner of your own creativity, right? If you think something is not cool, then you can actually do that again. And that's all the stuff. And again, in some countries, you know, Google Veo 3.1 is not accessible through the Google, you know, AI Studio in most of the countries. And also the NanoBanana Pro, it's not accessible. But if you use the, you know, Kai AI through that process, you can actually do this thing very easily, and you don't have to just go with like lots of hassles. So that's why I just think this both AI system is very beneficial for everyone, like especially if you're in these fields. So I hope like you understand everything, and to actually get these AI systems, to get all the stuffs, you can actually join in the Hello AI community. The link has been given in the description. And if you have any questions about these AI systems, let me know in the comment box. I'll do my best to actually answer you. And also let me know in the comment what kind of AI agents or automations you're looking for to build, or you actually need a tutorial for that, and I'll be happy to actually make a video on that. That's it guys, have a nice day, peace.